Paulo, the heart of Brazil, history, culture, nature, and tourism. São Paulo is the largest and most influential state in Brazil, a true giant in terms of economy, culture, and diversity. With over 44 million inhabitants and an area larger than the entire United Kingdom, São Paulo is the driving force behind Brazil's development, home to breathtaking landscapes, a rich historical legacy, and some of the most important cultural and economic centers in Latin America. From the skyscrapers of its vibrant capital to the tranquil beaches of its coast, from the traditions of its countryside to the modern industries shaping its future, São Paulo is a land of contrasts and opportunities. In this video, we will take you on a deep dive into everything São Paulo has to offer. We will explore its rich history, its traditions, its incredible tourist destinations, and the cultural and economic power that makes this state the most important in Brazil. So sit back, relax, and get ready to embark on a journey through one of the most fascinating places in the world. The history of São Paulo, from colonial village to global powerhouse. The founding of São Paulo. São Paulo's story began on January 25, 1554, when Jesuit missionaries led by Manuel de Nobrega and José de Anchieta founded the village of São Paulo de Piratininga. Their goal was to convert indigenous people to Christianity and establish a base for Portuguese colonization. Located on a high plateau, the village was strategically positioned between the coast and the unexplored interior, making it an essential hub for expansion. At first, São Paulo remained a small and isolated settlement, but that changed in the 17th century with the rise of the Bandeirantes, groups of explorers who ventured into the interior in search of gold, silver, and indigenous people for enslavement. These expeditions expanded Brazil's borders far beyond those originally defined by the Treaty of Tordesillas, bringing vast new territories under Portuguese control. The coffee boom and immigration. The real transformation of São Paulo began in the 19th century with the explosion of coffee production. The fertile soil of the Paraíba Valley and other interior regions was ideal for coffee plantations, turning São Paulo into the world's leading coffee exporter. As the demand for labor grew, European immigrants, especially Italians, Portuguese, Spaniards, and Germans, were brought in to replace enslaved workers after the abolition of slavery in 1888. This wave of immigration profoundly shaped São Paulo's identity. Cities like São Paulo, Campinas, and Ribeirão Preto became booming centers of industry and commerce. The newly arrived immigrants also brought their traditions, foods, and skills, helping to modernize São Paulo's economy. Industrialization and the rise of a megacity. By the early 20th century, São Paulo had evolved into Brazil's main industrial and financial center. Its factories attracted thousands of migrants from all over the country, particularly from the poor northeastern states. Rapid urbanization led to the rise of towering skyscrapers, highways, and an ever-expanding metropolitan area. Today, São Paulo is a global metropolis, home to one of the largest stock exchanges in the world, B3, multinational corporations, and some of the most important cultural institutions in Latin America. São Paulo City, the economic and cultural capital of Brazil. The city of São Paulo, the state capital, is the largest and most populous in Brazil, with over 12 million residents and a metropolitan area of more than 22 million people. It is a city of superlatives, offering endless opportunities for business, education, entertainment, and culture. Culture and museum. São Paulo is home to some of the finest museums in Latin America. 1. MASP, São Paulo Museum of Art, one of the most important art museums in the Southern Hemisphere, with a collection featuring Van Gogh, Rembrandt, and Tarsila de Amaral. 2. Pinacoteca do Estado, a museum dedicated to Brazilian art, showcasing works from the colonial period to contemporary times. 3. Ibirapuera Park Museums, a massive green space housing the Museum of Modern Art, MAM, and the Afro-Brazilian Museum, celebrating African heritage in Brazil. Nightlife and gastronomy. São Paulo never sleeps. The city offers thousands of bars, clubs, and live music venues that cater to all tastes. From traditional samba clubs in Vila Madalena to world-famous electronic music clubs like The Edge, the nightlife scene is electrifying. The culinary scene is equally impressive, influenced by the Italian, Japanese, Lebanese, and Portuguese communities. The city has some of the best pizzerias outside of Italy, authentic Japanese restaurants in the Liberdade district, and world-class Brazilian churrascarias, steakhouses. The beaches and coastal paradise of São Paulo. São Paulo is home to over 600 kilometers of stunning coastline, with some of the most beautiful beaches in Brazil. Litoral Norte, northern coast. 1. Ilhabela, an island paradise with over 40 beaches, waterfalls, and hiking trails, perfect for ecotourism and sailing. 2. Ubatuba, known as the surf capital of São Paulo, attracting surfers from around the world. 3. Maresias, a vibrant beach town with great waves, beach clubs, and nightlife. Litoral Sul, southern coast. 1. Santos, the most important port in Latin America, home to beautiful beaches, historic coffee museums, and the largest beachfront garden in the world. 2. Garraja, known as the Pearl of the Atlantic, featuring beaches like Ensida and Pitangueiras. 3. Cananéia, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, surrounded by preserved ecosystems and famous for dolphin watching. São Paulo's countryside, history, adventure, and nature. Beyond the city and the coast, São Paulo's countryside is full of charming colonial towns, adventure destinations, and natural wonders. 1. Campos do Jordão, known as the Brazilian Switzerland, with European-style architecture and a famous winter festival. 2. Holambra, a Dutch-inspired town famous for its flower production and Expoflora festival. 3. Brotas, the adventure tourism capital, offering rafting, zip-lining, and canyoning. Religious and cultural festivals. São Paulo is also a major center for religious and cultural tourism. 1. Aparecida, home to the Basilica of Our Lady of Aparecida, the second largest Catholic church in the world. 2. São Paulo Carnival, featuring some of Brazil's most spectacular samba parades. 3. São Paulo LGBT Pride Parade, one of the largest pride events in the world, promoting diversity and inclusion. Conclusion: São Paulo, a land of infinite possibilities. São Paulo is Brazil's beating heart, a land of contrasts where tradition meets innovation, nature meets urbanism, and history meets the future. Whether you are looking for culture, adventure, business opportunities, or simply a place to relax, São Paulo has something for everyone. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and want to see more content like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and activate notifications so you never miss an update.